What's going on, ladies? Shaji. Ladies, listen. You are a nester and nurturer by nature. You're not a hunter. So let me direct this towards my career women, and I have no issue with you going to fulfill your life in the form of pursuits, goals, objectives, endeavors. I have no problem with that. But understand when it comes to a man, we're not looking for other hunters. We're looking for nesters. When you try to flip what men want or try to swap out, exchange what men want naturally, well, I'm gonna present to a man a career. I'm gonna present to him, pardon me, my money, my accolades, my status, my education. While that may be fine when it comes to an intellectual standpoint or achievement standpoint, it shows that you have ambition, you have fulfillment in your life when it comes to self. That's fine. But you are a nester by nature. When you go out into the world, like us men, and you're highly ambitious, highly driven on success, finances, accomplishment, and your pride and ego is built on that, like men. One thing that you have to understand about us men is when you're dealing with highly ambitious men and highly accomplished men, you have to understand that he's not looking for another hunter. You've gone out into the world so much and you've catered and tailored your mindset to the masculine qualities of the world in the form of great pursuits in your education, great pursuits financially and material things. And there's nothing wrong with having the finer things in life. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when you come home and in your relationship sector of your life, you're not ready to be a wife or mother because you're too much like a man. You went out into the world and you became a hunter too much. And I understand, sweeties, I give grace. Because in this environment, the world is masculine. The physical realm is masculine. So I understand to make things shake in the world on an exceptional level, as far as material wise and financial wise, there's a certain level of masculinity that's needed to get things done. Now, still, that doesn't absolve you from doing the work that you need to do as a woman and building your nurturing skills and your nesting skills. When you're dealing with men who seek nesters by nature, which is what you are, but you refuse to be because you're so caught up in your corporation and your career field, you have to understand so you will be picked over. Another hunter, a man who's highly accomplished, highly ambitious, he's not looking for another hunter. For what? He's looking for somebody to nest in him. He already has the forest built. The forest is already landscaped and ready to go. He's looking for you to nest in him. You go out into the world and you get all these accolades and you get very accomplished in things of such. And you try to emulate what men do. You having money does not open your options like it does with men. Because you are not a hunter by nature. You are a nester. We do not seek to nest in you. You going out and be successful, a rich woman going to club, VIP, no matter where she at, it doesn't hit the same as a rich man going in the room, a rich man going in the club. People flock to him because he's a walking door opportunity, especially for women. When you go out in the club as a very successful, wealthy, rich woman, all you get is notoriety at most. Men do not seek to nest. That's not our nature. So when you want a man on your level, what you may say, when you want a man who's highly ambitious, he's not looking for another hunter. Now, do we want a woman who can handle business, who can plug in things for us? Of course. But we need you more in your nesting and nurturing role. It makes no sense at all for you to go out into the world and accumulate and emulate men so much to the point where you leading with your money. You're leading with your financial accomplishments as if men by nature are seeking to nest in you as a woman. As if he's seeking for you to be the head of the house and head of the family. No. Only bums will be looking for you. Not men who are highly ambitious and highly accomplished. Not men who have great amounts of means and wealth. and material. Ladies, you are not a hunter by nature. But because you want your independence, nothing wrong with that. Because you want to be single for however long you please, that's your business. There's nothing wrong with that. Because that's your business. Choices and consequences and trade offs. Understand, when you go out into the world and you try to tell men you should be attracted to my education, you should be attracted to my finances and my accomplishments, you sound like a man. We do not want to nest in you. You make a home. You are not the home. You make the home for the kids. We provided the house. We provided the property. You are not a hunter by nature. You are a nester. And you mad because you cannot sell the type of men that you want on that. It's not our nature to nest in you. It's not our nature. And men refuse to do that. It's your nature to nest in us. Hence why, even when you are an accomplished woman, you still seek for a man to nest in. You want a man that has greater than you, more than you, in every facet of life. But for you career women, again, sweetie, you are not a hunter by nature. You are a nester. And until you understand that, your dating life will continue to have a lot of turmoil, disappointments, letdowns, heartbreaks, and confusion within your ideology because you want men to be attracted to the hunter element. He's not attracted to another man. You too far in your masculinity. You're too far in your manly traits. Until you address that, you will never have a fulfilling relationship life or marriage life. Not with accomplished and highly ambitious men that you want. You won't have it. You will have it with bums, men who need you to pay their bills, men who need you to survive. You will never have that to well-to-do men. You will never have that with well-to-do men. Okay? Word of advice. Take it or leave it, but choices and trade-offs. Understand that. Enjoy your day, sweeties. Shaji.